Hello good people of YouTube, Mountbatten here, and today I'm bringing you my first impressions video of the newly released Tier 8 Premium American Cruiser, the Wichita. Now, Wargaming, you said you weren't doing anything, you weren't releasing any other premium ships until after you got the CV rework handled up on, and then they released the Wichita, I didn't hear anything about this ship, it just kind of came out. And I gotta say, looking at it, it's not that different from the other Tier 8 American cruisers. Stats-wise, at least, it's a bit more maneuverable and a little bit faster, but as far as main armaments go, it's pretty much the same thing that you already got with the current Tier 8 American heavy cruiser, the thing called Baltimore. So let's go ahead and look at that one right now, because this is a heavy cruiser that has 230mm guns. So look at the Baltimore. It's literally almost the exact same ship. It's just a little bit different. So, yeah. I mean, just let's take a look at the main battery guns of the Baltimore. 203s. Reload time 10 seconds. 180, 30. Maximum dispersion 132. HE shell pin 33mm, and 14% chance of fire on target per shell. Wichita, 10 seconds, reload time, 30 seconds, 180 time, maximum dispersion 142, HE shell, 14% chance of causing fire on target, and 33mm of HE pin. So no need to get IFHE here unless you want to pin parts of battleships. So yeah, okay, this thing's got a 15.8 kilometer range. What about the Baltimore? And of course I don't have the Baltimore. 14.4, but this is of course not fully upgraded. It looks like the Baltimore does have a bit better dispersion. The Wichita had 140 something dispersion. Baltimore has 132. Yeah, 142 on the Wichita, so a little bit worse dispersion. Second thing, armaments, I did notice this. She has these 127 turrets, and not these are single turrets, while the Baltimore has the dual turrets for secondaries. Not that you would use secondaries that much on a cruiser, but they, of course, I believe they do. They are dual purpose. So let's see. Yep, they are dual purpose. So the Baltimore actually does have a. This is something I really noticed when I was speccing out the Wichita. Baltimore, this is base. I don't have this ship yet. Has an AA rating of 60. The Wichita has an AA rating of 55, and this is fully spec'd out. And let me run you through how I set it up now. So for the upgrades, I went with main armaments mod 1, and I'm using defensive AA fire mod 1, which increases the time of the defensive fire consumable. AA guns mod 1, steering gears mod 2 to give it a bit more maneuverability, because I do believe it is more maneuverable than the other American cruisers. And of course, the concealment module. So let me check the maneuverability real quick. Alright, rudder shift time 4.8 seconds. That's pretty dang fast. And again, back to the Baltimore for its maneuverability. Yeah, 10.2 seconds. That's under half of the rudder shift time. So it does have that going for it. And it is of course faster than other American Tier 8 cruisers, 33.6 knots top speed. And looking at the Baltimore, which again is the closest thing we can compare it to, 32. So it's got like a 1 knot advantage. And she does not have the engine boost. It said in the description about boosting up to top speeds, it's about a speed boost, but there is no speed boost here, so that is a bit, let's go see exactly what it said in the description, because that is a bit sketchy there, Wargaming. I don't know why it took me so long to find the premium shop button. Real good for launch. Heavy cruisers able to boast high speeds. Alright, so that's on me. I read that wrong. Oh, okay. So it's got a 1 knot advantage over the stock Baltimore, and I'm pretty sure with the stock Baltimore, when you fit the engine propulsion, what does it bring it up to? Oh, you can't. Okay, so you can't increase the engine propulsion. Okay, so it is faster than the Baltimore. Huh. But the AA though, it says it has fine AA. then it only has 55 AA defense with an AA build on it. Oh yeah, let me show you my captain build too. So, priority target, because this is a cruiser, and I do think you should have the priority target skill on a cruiser. Battleship, I don't think so. I think that point can be spent better elsewhere. Adrenaline rush, of course, more dock up per second per percentage of HP lost. Basic firing training to boost up the AA a little bit. And then concealment expert. Now, this is a 10-point captain. When I would come back down, I think I would be getting, I'd probably, of course, get last stand or maybe jack of all trades. And then for the next 3-point skill, definitely superintendent, more radar and more defensive fire. And then maybe advanced firing training if I wanted to go full AA build and really see how this thing does with a proper AA build on it. But again, the AA rating is just a bit underwhelming for a ship that supposedly has fine AA, but we will really see how this does in battle, because of course with the new CV system in, it could, it could be a monster at AA, because the AA rating right now doesn't really mean too much. So, I'm sorry, Addison, I'm doing a ship review. It is a very showing thing that I am the only Wichita in this game, and the ship just came out today. Ooh, boy, that rudder. That's a very fast rudder. I'm getting Vanguard flashbacks. Oh yeah, I did equip the speed flag, so I'm rocking at about 35 knots now. Oh, so for those of you that don't know how this series works, because it has been a while since I've done one of these. I did one of the Laterable, but then all the CV stuff came out, and I just stopped playing the Laterable because all the CV stuff came out. So I do one video where I just take the ship out and record the first 4 or 5 games, and you guys see just the raw results from that, be it I do good, be it I do horrible, or whatnot. Second person's video usually comes out a couple of days later, after I've played the ship for a bit more. And that's more of an edited and me just voicing over what's going on. And then way later, usually 3 weeks, a month-ish, I give you guys my final impression after I've had, a lot of time with the ship. So that's how this series works, for those of you that may not know. And feeling that tier 8-ness, and a lot of stuff's outside of my range. Let's see how the gun... Oh, destroyer. Hello, Kaba. They're American guns, so gotta lead it well in advance. Oh, I did break something. Looks like it was his engine, it looks like. Whoops.
Don't fire at your allies.
Non-pen, go figure. Oh, that Worcester just ate it. I'm going to try and stealth out of here, because this looks like a not so friendly place. Ah, that's why I love me a concealment build. Especially in a cruiser with no hill, because you can literally choose your engagements with a 9.5 kilometer detection radius. I'm gonna take another shot at that cab. Just dance.
Support that target.
Well, this looks like some pretty good dispersion. Did okay damage there. What the heck's the radar range on this thing? I should have checked it. 9 kilometers, not bad. So with a concealment build, pretty much if you get spotted, you can switch over to AP. You can pop radar, and you'll probably reveal who's spotting you. Oh, that's no bueno.
The ship is on fire. Problem solved,
I
sir.
like how I'm capping this. Nope, I'm not there. I'm still not there. Ooh. Get ready to run. I'm not sure of Zell's detection range, so I'm pretty sure I might spot him before he spots me. Let's get out of here, boy. It's really cheeky if I can citadel him. That's all. Never mind. Of course I'm loading with HE when I have a broadside decimeans to play with. Broadside Worcester.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Oh, time to go, boys.
Torpedoes astern.
Ow. Oh boy. See, I'm just thinking, what the heck do I do in this situation? This is a pretty hard up tiering. For the first time I played this ship, I think I'm doing an okay job. For someone who doesn't play a lot of cruisers. And yep, those were my shells just getting there. Forgot how much you have to lead with American cruiser shells, or American shells in general. They're all very, very slow. Come on, Citadel the Worcester. Hey, I did it. I'm watching that Worcester because he's pretty easy to Citadel, but if you're broadside to a Worcester within relatively close range, it's quite terrifying, as you guys have seen me rip apart several cruisers like that. Look at this in AFK Iowa. Well, I got anything else to shoot at. Time to farm some damage. I take no shame in this. I mean, free damage, why not? There we go. Hindi got him. Okay, now I am running some XP boosters for the captain, but this is not boosted credit. Let's see. So 4th in the team, 1 kill, farmed some damage from that. Let's see how much. Actually, get 29,000 damage was from that Iowa. So you know, I think that's pretty good for the first time playing a ship, especially from someone who doesn't play cruisers. And the ship does feel pretty good. Now keep in mind I am playing on the weekend, so I'm not going up against the brightest the brightest bulbs here, but you know, it is what it is. If you can do well on a ship on a weekend, you can do well with a ship during the week or during any competitive thing. And here we go, some carriers in an actual tier 8 game. Again, not seeing a lot of Wichitas. And you know, I'm trying to compare it to the other tier 8 cruises I've played, like the Cleveland, which is a light cruiser, and the the Hipper, which is another heavy cruiser, but it's German, has more torpedoes, and fits my playstyle better. So here we go. See, I'm activating the defensive fire right now. Oh yeah, that. There we go. 6 planes down. God, that's a really long. Wow. I may replace that. I may replace that. Upgrade because 30 seconds of nothing. That's time that it could be cooling down, getting ready for the next wave. So yeah, it can shoot down tier 6 planes, which well should be able to do. There's no way that nice nozzle more than just the Alabama and the. Oh, there we go. Oh, hi, Hadia. Guns, why didn't you fire?
Torpedoes to port.
Scheiße, 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 Scheiße. Haiti, I need you to die, please. I'm literally shoving this on in between me and their team. Die, roving smokescreen. 100 of thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now Alabama's right there, which means I'm going to die. Look how they're ignoring me. Goodbye, world. There we go. Alright, so we lost that one. I wonder why. Actually, it was a really close game, but I don't have time to show the whole aftermath, so we're going to keep going. We've done 2 matches so far. We'll do 2 more, and then I'll wrap up this first impressions. Oh, carriers again. And it's a tier 9 game. Alright. Not a tier 10, at least. I think I'm going to go play in these islands down here. Those shells went through that tree. Okay, Cleveland, that's a lot of broadside there. On. Lots happening now. That's a Bismarck. I don't want to play with that.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
Hopefully the Cleveland doesn't know that AP bounces.
Anti-aircraft fire support.
Oh, good nice to know. Where are you? Osri, I'm gonna need you to piss off, buddy.
Problem solved, sir. The ship is on fire.
My secondary killed him. Land, please.
Allied aircraft need fire support.
I know that Leon's just waiting to kill me. There we go.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
He has tiny guns, so maybe they'll bounce. Yeah. There we go. Okay, kind of a thrilling thing there. Took a Bismarck, a Cleveland, a Leon, and an Algery to take me down. So yeah, that happened. I don't know why the Myoko Gneisenau down Turpits. I had the tank for the battleships, apparently. You know, just 1.5 million potential damage. Yeah, that happened. Jeez. And I killed the Bismarck with my frickin' secondaries. Ah. So much of the Turpits to show up now after all that's done. Jeez. Well, we had that game. But the enemy team decided it would be better to attack the enemy one at a time rather than all together, and they also decided to attack rather than just defend A. So, we're here now. I was looking at the gun angles from running away. That's... Oh, midway. No. Ow.
The ship is on fire.
Jeez. Gotta say, so that 30-second bird time, that's not so bad. See, I'm used to being on fire most of the time. Jeez. Wow, no wonder people bunch up so much. Like, that plane, those dive bombers barely got into my detection range. I had 4 people already aiming at me. At least the thing's maneuverable. That's the thing saving grace is its maneuverability. And there's another rudder module that decreases the rudder shift time even more. So if you go for a full maneuverability build on this thing, I can imagine how crazy it gets, which I might do for the second impressions video. But I do like the stealth build that I have now because of the 9.5 kilometer detection range. That helps you a lot at tier 10 because combine that with even just the first maneuverability module. It's helping me get out of a lot of these really awkward situations.
All stations reporting the position of a strike.
Whoops, hit the Cleveland.
Fire at your allies. Enemy cruiser sunk.
Where is their team and what are they doing? That's what I want to know, because sheesh. I'm getting out of this open water. I'm heading up into B now. And again, once everything is out of my range, I can only contribute by capping. But the whole team has been pushed down into the lower right-hand corner of the map. So. Now, of course, me being a tier 8 cruiser that's really pretty much an up-tiered tier 7 cruiser, I can't do too much about that. But I can cap. And I'm doing that.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
Did shoot down a lot of planes there. Here comes the midway again. Okay, he called his planes back, I think. And just as the Lexington comes into range, the game ends. Okay, so the Wichita, so far, I'm enjoying it. It's, for a ship class that I don't have a lot of experience in, and a line that I don't have a whole lot of experience in, I did get the Salem through Cole, and I was enjoying the Salem, and this is kind of a lower tier Salem, because, from tier 8 to 10, it's pretty much a more powerful version of the previous ship, so, I was used to playing, well, not really used to playing the Salem. I've played the Salem a bit, so this wasn't a huge shock to me on how to play this. That being said, again, I do not have a lot of experience with U.S. heavy cruisers. I more so the light cruisers. But yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. But the thing is, there's no really defining characteristics for this ship besides its maneuverability, which I gotta say, I mean, you guys saw the maneuverability definitely saved me from a lot of rough situations. So it's good, but I don't know if, right as of right now, if you should, whip out your credit card and buy it full on right now, because it's on sale, quotation marks. It's $1 off. Instead of $46, it's $45 right now, so I'm not sure if that's exactly worth it, but I mean, if you liked what you saw, go ahead and pick it up. But it doesn't feel overly weak or anything. I mean, I did get up tier to tier 10, and that's just a tier 8 thing. So the range does kind of bite you there at tier 10. As you guys saw in that last game, I was just kind of helpless to really do anything for most of the match because their team just kept pulling back further and further and just stayed out of my range. So I capped, I spotted, I shot down planes, I did what I could. I mean, and that's another thing about the ship. In the description on the premium store, it says it has fine AA. And I would interpret that as okay-ish AA. I mean, because again, now AA is so, you can't really determine how effective a ship's AA is from the rating anymore, especially with, the flat clouds being dodgeable and such. Now you get a CV player who knows how to dodge all that stuff, it's not going to be as effective as you would believe it to be, and you get some CV players that just, they haven't gotten it down pat yet, so your AA appears to shred planes sometimes. So it's okay. but nothing too special about it except for the maneuverability. But overall, I did enjoy playing it, and it does have radar, and that's a bonus. More radar, yay! As all the destroyer players cry in the background. Okay, guys, so this is my first impressions video of the Wichita. If you like the video, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. We're on the way to 2,000 subscribers. We just recently passed 1,500, and I still cannot thank you guys enough for that. It has been an amazing journey, and here's to another 500 subscribers. And again, thank you all so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next one.